in the Spanish press as the rehearsal for the Champions League for the Real Madrid players. Everything this season is centred on retaining the top European trophy, and of course they have the advantage against Paris Saint-Germain from the first leg, and they play in the French capital on Tuesday night. Zidane has been resting his players, utilising the minutes and giving a chance to some of the French players to get an opportunity. It's a strong Real Madrid team tonight. Keylor Navas is in goal. Marcelo isn't risked from the start, so Theo Hernandez will be on the left side of a strong defence. Ramos alongside Nacho. An experiment in midfield. Llorente starts on his 4th La Liga game of the season as an anchorman alongside. Well, Gaddafi have mixed things up there without their regular goalkeeper, Guaita, who was the subject of a number of inquiries from Premier League clubs. Emiliano Martinez, who's on loan from Arsenal, is behind an experienced back four. Keep an eye out for Jenna, who's been one of the eye-catching defenders.
And sad to see, passed away at 68. Heart attack, Rob, is what I was told. And he was a really lovely guy, but an outstanding footballer.
Real Madrid kick off, trying to restore a little bit of pride that was lost. And spreads his wings. Toe-to-toe with Nacho, finds the space and forces the face save of the evening from Keylor Navas.
Accidental. I wouldn't have given a foul, Rob, but I can see where there was an injury. That's great run from Angel on his own, coming inside one-on-one past Nacho, opens the angle up on his left foot and hits the target. Top goal scorer with 11 goals. He's had a good return, and Jenny somehow gets away with it.
Taken quickly. This is Isco. Strike by Bale. Miss kicks in there. Casemiro backed up by Benzema. Isco comes in, fighting with Ramos to get there, and Gareth Bale sweeps it home. Doing his chances of playing in the Champions League, breaking into this team. And Paragon.
8 league goals, Rob. I'll tell you, he's having a really good run, coming up with important goals at the right time. Not really tested the goalkeeper that much. Emiliano has not really had to make too many saves, but the first clear-cut opportunity falls to Gareth Bale, and he sweeps it home. It's a comfortable finish, and their pressure has told. Casemiro does well. Good ball in from Benzema. There's a challenge at the far post. The ball drops kindly. Well, it's Sergio Ramos who's jumping for the ball with Isco. It lands just comfortably for Gareth Bale, and he sticks it in the back of the net. Have a look, loads of space, and he hammers it in.
The second home game in a row that Gareth Bale has got his name on the score sheet. A little channel for him to play it in there, and the keeper's hand's not strong enough. Ramos to Theo. Theo flies it in. Oh, and it bounces off Ronaldo rather than Ronaldo applying his body to the ball.
Wow, decent ball in from young Theo Hernandez on his left-hand side, Rob. He whips it in with a lot of pace, and it's hard for defenders to deal with that. And it comes off the defender, Genet.
In the Paris. This could be a rehearsal for Llorente. There's Ronaldo, tries to feed it into Benzema, but the handling of Emiliano is safe.
On the left side, Gareth Bale is a match for any full-back. This is Ronaldo getting his head up, and you can see Genet's just getting in front there. Anticipation was good from the goalkeeper.
Back in the UK, but the beast of the East has visited here as well.
This is brilliant.
Benzema, excellent run from Benzema into Bale. Bale, I think that was a step over. Carvajal, that was definitely a shot. This was watched all the way by the keeper Martinez.
Easily the best passage of play from Real Madrid, Rob. The pass and the movement was excellent, and this shot is not far off the target. I don't think the keeper gets a touch to it, but it's close.
16 games between the two clubs. Benzema.
Oh, he's in.
This guy's pass. Ronaldo trying to find the space. Not only finding the space, but Cristiano Ronaldo finds the goal. Another milestone goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. His 300th in La Liga.
Fantastic goal run. Watch the pass, and he's onside. I was looking to see his run and see, because they're trying to step up all the time, Getafe, and the ball from Karim Benzema was absolutely top drawer, and Cristiano showed great composure. Well, goals and more goals. Cristiano's 15th league goal. Have a look as he's coming forward. The right back plays him on side. He's the one that's appealing for it, Damian Suarez, but he's the one that plays him on. And good composure, inside on his left foot, through Damian Suarez's legs. A little bit of good fortune on that as well, Rob. I didn't notice that in the finish, but that's what happens. Through Damian Suarez's legs in the bottom corner of the net, 2-0, and I think that'll put the game to bed for Real Madrid.
This is Hernandez to Cristiano Ronaldo. Hungry for the second, which whizzes through the air.
Well, he loves having a strike at goal. He'll always have 4 or 5 shots at goal every game.
He's actually scored 3 hat-tricks against tonight's opposition, Getafe, and there's a fair chance he may add this match ball to his collection. We've had 2 of the BBC collective on the score sheet. Nacho. Oh, it's caught again by Loic Remy. Now that's one of a number of collisions between the two. Now, on this occasion, Remy is terribly apologetic, the reason being his name is already in the book.
He's going to get sent off, Rob.
Off he goes. Referee thought about it long and hard. I think he's taking advice from his assistants, and Remy just couldn't help himself.
It's crazy.
Well, it has been a battle between the two of them. Nacho caught him. He was cautioned in the first half. Remy was the first one to get a yellow card, and he's lasted less than 2 minutes of the second half.
I thought the first yellow card was a little bit harsh, so Rob. That's his left hand. Why does he throw his arm across his face? That's more of a yellow card.
You were defensive of him in the first half, Jerry.
Yeah, but I don't think he needs to do that, Rob. He doesn't need to put his arm up and catch him on the face. That's more of a yellow card for me than the first yellow card.
Precise pass, Isco
away.
Pulls out of the challenge. Chance here for Taffy, makes something of it, and then a very, very untidy challenge. And the referee has given life to this game.
Well, he's got clear. He's Molina.
It was Molina, the 35-year-old, that stole the ball when Nacho dived in. Nacho's having a miserable evening, and it's a big call for the referee as well. Remember, Nacho was booked in the first half.
Well, they're saying that. That's what they're saying to him. He's got to go off.
Well, they're asking. He was involved in a couple of set-twos with Loic Remy.
Oh, he wins the ball, Rob, though. Have a look. Right foot comes round. He wins the ball. He doesn't foul him. It's a great tackle. It's not a penalty kick. He's gone down. The referee has got that wrong for me.
Taken brilliantly by Portillo. All of a sudden, this game has life. And once more, Real Madrid failing to keep a clean sheet. They're going to have one shutout in 12 La Liga matches.
And it's sloppy. I talked to you earlier, said about them going to sleep, and now it's a case in question that they've went to sleep, and Nacho's committed himself, thought he could win the ball, doesn't win the ball. The experienced Jorge Molina gets away from him, then he gets back in and redeems himself, I think, by making what is a good challenge to nick the ball away from Jorge Molina. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. The ball goes in the back of the net from the penalty kick, straight forward, and they're back in the game, and Real Madrid have got to work that bit harder for me.
Well, it wasn't a formality, because they've had 6 penalties this season. Carvajal's crossband can't get there. Ronaldo stopped by a brilliant save by Martinez.
Top drawer. Wonderful save, Rob. Great reflexes from Emilio.
So far, Bale and Ronaldo on the score sheet. Just Benzema to complete the collection.
Great save. This is a great save. Have a look at this. Goalkeeper does really well. Good reflexes. Ronaldo gets the touch. Goalkeeper, both hands.
Let's go. Taken well by Ramos. Marcelo. Ronaldo! Flies through the air with the greatest of ease and puts the game beyond Getafe.
Well, 301 league goals, Rob. That's his 16th. league goal of the season. Great goal. Fabulous ball in from Marcelo. That's the quality you get from the left hand side when he's there, and a wonderful leap, and he does fly through the air with the greatest of ease. He made it look so simple. It's been coming, hasn't it?
Well, he continues his celebration. It looks as though he's going to continue it all the way to the sidelines, because this is a rarity. Ronaldo's number is up.
He does well. Sergio Ramos doesn't put the cross in, holds play up, lays it back. Marcelo, watch this, great ball in. Oh, bullet header at the near post. Level, just level with the defender behind him.
Well, there hasn't always been a great appreciation of Cristiano Ronaldo, but we'll just be silent for a second to hear what the Bernabeu thinks of him. Marcelo, Ramos has gone charging forwards once more. Here is the centre-half in a brilliant position. Freestyling with Marcelo, but there isn't anybody there to make the positive touch.
Great play, Rob. Absolutely super play. Sergio Ramos plays it from the central defensive position, continues his run, backheels that.
Gené's in there. Asensio. Now Gareth Bale!
Oh!
I think Gareth Bale has done enough to re-establish himself in the favoured starting 11 tonight. Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, he's been class, Rob. This one clips the outside of the post. Falls kindly, takes it first time, just hits the outside of the post.
Asensio.
Oh,
Brilliant ball. Bale! Well, tremendous save from the keeper on loan from Arsenal to keep Gareth Bale down to a single goal for him on the night, but 3 goals for Real Madrid. Yet again, Cristiano Ronaldo has been the star of the show, and the signs are good for Real Madrid. They've been a lot sharper, a lot more predatory this evening against Getafe after their shock defeat in midweek against Espanyol. In particular, Bale, Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo on form tonight. Ronaldo scoring 2 for a second week in a row. Gareth Bale starting the scoring, and ultimately 10 men Getafe are swept aside. Final score 3-1.